My sharps container is called the trash can.
Junkie.
Oh, dangerous.
Yeah, if you want free dirty needles, go play around in my trash can.
Yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on the set.
Stay close.
You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. 5 days a week for over 2 years now. And,
Unless we take a day off.
Many releases. Welcome to today's show. It is Thursday, May 25th, 2017, here inside Shrine of the Avatar. And it is release day. We have release 42 live. We have all sorts of new stuff introduced into the game, a bunch of changes, a bunch of nice, pretty looking fonts. You probably one of the first things you'll notice is that names are a lot clearer on the screen as Led Zepp sits there and complains about his nice.
Well, Led Zepp's going to complain about everything is because he never read anything beforehand.
I read some of it.
Even though he does have
HP loss, I read that.
Yeah, he read that after he got into the game. Not from the Tech Talk Tuesday. I mean, he read it as soon as he got into the game.
He actually read something in the release notes? I don't believe that.
No, he didn't read the release notes as soon as he's like, man, what happened to my hit points? Then he started trying to figure out what happened. But Chris did make some serious math changes to health calculations, which he covered in Tech Talk Tuesday.
Yes,
as well as what's in here. So there's more Shroud math, which means there's probably going to be some bugs related to Shroud math. Now, since today is release day, we can look forward to lots and lots of patches in the very, very near future. I know there's been a few complaints about the game crashing right now, but that should be resolved in the very near term.
Now, I haven't seen anything like that. I have seen a couple small little things. Noticed that, and Eclipse says she already reported that if you look in your book, your recipes aren't listed as teachable, which was one of those odd things. But no issue. They're all over it. And of course, on release day, we expect this every month. Of course, we get the QA up a few days, up to a week beforehand. We get to play around with it, get all the bugs that we can get out of it and help get that done. And then, of course, you never know on release day. But looking good so far, as I do love the new fonts. I love just being able to see, nice, sharp, crisp, and clear on the screen.
Yeah,
what's above somebody's head here and now. So
I was going blind there.
Did you think that there was some kind of miracle that you could actually now see something clearly?
Yeah, I thought there was something wrong with me, man. I didn't realize it. Yeah, cool. I like it.
But yes, apparently that was due to font change and what did he say? Unity?
Font change. Unity 5.6. I'm waiting for the command line to enable Vulkan Even though Chris did say
he said there's a way to do that, and if you would
via
like
the command
to,
line,
you could just message him to do that. So, send him a message.
But I think
I have a friend.
You have a.
I have a friend. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say I have a friend who tried the free trial yesterday, but he said he crashed twice when he tried to click on the Lunar Rift.
Really?
Right in that beginning area.
Did he finally make it in?
Is he on an AMD processor?
I don't know what his hardware is. I'll have to find out later today when he gets off work.
Yeah, because that is some very weird behavior.
That is some bias there, Jack.
Mira is still.
Well,
I don't think the Mira bug is still finally fleshed out. But I still haven't heard about anybody having problems with that throughout the course of the free play. So, anyway, moving right along, we've got a lot of material for you today. I don't know why you're slouching in the chair. You're a slouch. That's why you're slouching. You got to ask that question for crying out loud.
Is he doing the drunk emote or something? Are you doing?
I don't know what he's doing there. Looks
he's
like
not. He's not sitting
on the other throne.
Oh yeah. Well, he's just relaxing. He's relaxing after he dropped the kids off, and he needs a nap.
Eagle, how you doing out there? Welcome today. Welcome. Always nice to see everybody chiming in, saying hello.
Yes, especially Blood Omen.
Yes, where is Blood Omen? I don't see his light blinding me today. He's not there on set.
No, he's not. Maybe he's patching. Have you thought about that? People patching.
No, that's quite possible.
It's like patch. Okay, so are you ready to start covering some release notes, or are we going to just sit there and like
rumble?
Work around it?
Let's bring out the release 42 instructions.
Okay, so whoops, that's the release 42 patch notes. Release 42 instructions. Don't forget the Path of the Oracle, the first iteration of the final segment of the quest, is available to those that have completed the Paths of Truth, Love, and Courage. You can begin the process of meeting the Oracle herself. And what happens when you approach her in the heart of Brittany?
Oracle.
Yeah. And so Release 42 will set up the Avatar upon the final path to entangle the meaning of the dire prophecies and discover the Avatar's purpose in New Britannia. I think it has something to do with... I think it has something to do with dying, because there's a shroud involved.
You know, I never thought of it that way.
Well, we have yet to discover why the name of the game is Shroud of the Avatar. And so if you think about what a shroud is, I mean, you end up with, okay, it is a covering over a corpse, so a death shroud, or it could be just a covering over the eyes, and so it's the awakening eventually. And so you end up with all kinds of meanings and things to play with.
The English teacher.
Don't know what you're talking about.
We do start off as ghosts, after all.
Well, yes.
What was that?
I also don't like that.
It's embodied spirit, actually.
Yeah, I don't like, but that's another soapbox. Starting scenes polish. They revisited the Battle of Salisbury, Battle of Blood River, and the Battle of Highvale to make some serious improvements to quest flow, task management, NPC behaviors, points of interest, and enemy encounters. Lots of new decorations are available in Release 42, including nearly 120 pieces of gear that can now be placed as decorations. Blah. I'm joking.
Well, that picture actually looks pretty cool with all the gear up there. You gotta.
Well,
admit that.
yes. Because, I mean, one of the things that they did was they also made it so that way you can place things on the floor and not just on the wall. And so it becomes the two things. But that gets covered a little bit later, so I generally throw everything on the floor, so we'll see how things go.
Well, yeah. You see how we decorated this lot here.
Don't know what
Is
you're
that what
talking
you
about.
call it, decorated?
Yeah, we painstakingly placed every single one of those items out there.
Help, Eclipse, help.
The big one.
Big one. First iteration of mail is in game. Currently, mail will only give you like sales notifications. It's not fully implemented yet. That should be coming out in release 43, where you can actually mail items, gold, whatever, to another player, and they will receive it in their mailbox. Waiting on that, they also need to include things like return receipts and other things.
Yeah, return receipts, red. Is I
Yes.
got that 100,000 gold that you sent me.
Yep. And then you'll probably see an explosion of items being posted on Shroud Marketplace after that. And then combat balance. We're going to cover combat balance a little bit later because there's so much information there. Enemy AI
Down below.
Yeah, they worked on fleshing out enemy behaviors as well as arming enemies with new abilities. Most mages will now have an increased arsenal of spells, including roots, buffs, debuffs, and teleportation. Those damn blinking mages. Additionally, enemies will no longer stand idly by as their friends are attacked or killed. Work mechanic.
Never did.
Most
I
NPCs.
was gonna say. I mean, I really haven't seen much in the change of that behavior, but
No, well,
again, I was only did a little bit of testing.
Like some of those bandit groups, you end up with a swarm of bandits anytime you attack one of them. So I don't know whether or not they're going to end up talking more smack, yelling for help, and people in range start showing up, or how that was changed. I didn't see much of a
I
difference
always
either.
loved bandits because you could just run into the group and they all come running at you and you'd kill them all. I mean,
They ran right at you and they lined up perfectly, standing on top of
Yes.
each other, so that way they're easy to
lined
kill.
up for the slaughter.
Yeah. And then from there, most NPCs will now properly react, panic, and investigate the area of the kill and actively search for the aggressor. So maybe if you leave a bandit corpse out there and you don't loot it, and another bandit's on patrol, he sees it, then he'll start like looking around. I don't know. We'll really have to spend some more time investigating that one.
We will have to get out there and do
I'll
some
actually have to-
investigative reporting. That's right.
I'll actually have to go hunting. Then from there, this is the first time that Starr has not been involved in these release notes since I think release 3, 2. When did Starr join?
Since he got here.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, Starr was misdiagnosed and re-diagnosed with a fun problem called shingles, which is the chickenpox virus in adults, which is
And not fun.
extremely painful. Yeah.
We wish him a speedy recovery.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that is not
And
fun to deal with.
No,
but,
not fun at all, and we do
feel
wish
better
him the best.
and
Get well soon.
yes,
and
enjoy that vacation afterwards because you're gonna need it.
oh yeah. Well, he's probably lost some more weight, so he's probably down to like 7 pounds, 8 ounces. I mean, he was already a skinny guy, so yeah. So the actual notes, we're getting to those. Story, they're doing some final polish on the Path of Truth, including incidental NPCs and side quests in areas of Xenos and Etzeter. They skipped the rest of it. The Path of the Oracle, the first iteration of that went in. If you have completed the other paths, go ahead and start working on the Path of the Oracle, and please plug record everything. The Oracle Colossus, as in, spoiler alert right now, if you haven't read the book, Laz, earmuffs. It's time for you to earmuffs.
Yeah, I got my earmuffs on. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
as encountered first by Aaron and Sienna in the Blade of the Avatar, the Colossus of the Oracle is a key landmark of the Black Blade Mountains, set amongst the shattered ruins of Alabastia. The entire area is pretty dangerous, both from the fire elementals attracted to the shifting lava and the undead attracted to the treasures found within. Treasure inside of lava? Yeah. Yet Alabastia holds its secrets well, and those who cannot solve its secrets will find why they have continued to be locked away for all these years. The Oracle Colossus will play a key role in the Path of the Oracle final sequence in a future release. Cough, cough, this one.
Story.
Lava, Shroud.
Words.
Yeah, now it starts to make sense.
Hey, Black Blade Mountains. Then the Badal Solace Bridge, High Veil, and Blood River Massacre tutorial polish. They brought an amount of polish work of the Virtual Paths tutorial scenes, where they decided to observe optimizations to quest flow, NPC conversations, NPC pathing, enemy refactoring, scene prop and quest trigger adjustments, points of interest, additions, tasks, fixes, changes, and general experience improvements, as they continue to address the need for love and polish to the new user experience. There are more changes and polish expected for these scenes in a future release. Path of Courage.
Quick question for everybody in the room here on that, because there was a question in Hospitalers chat yesterday. Did they change up the starting scene in, what is it, Blood River, where you need to get the dagger now again?
Yes, they did. So you remember before you had to find the bejeweled elven statue, and it was hidden inside of a crate inside of a tent.
You had to find something. Give it to Fingers, then go down and speak to Edvard.
Yeah, that you no longer have to do in order to complete that portion of the quest. What you have to do is go into one of the houses, and on top of the table is an elven dagger. You do not have to talk to Fingers, your local corpse roller, because he's just out there for a buck. So you do not have to find anything and give it to him and trade it to him for the dagger. You're just going into one of the houses and grabbing it. Then from there, so that Fingers conversation is not necessary.
Yeah, how do they get the dagger and get down and get the door open? Because at one point I remember all you had to go do is ask Edvard, and he just opened the door.
Okay.
So,
So if you want me to tell you exactly, you no longer spawn at where that first entrance, where what we used to known as the Field of Corpses right in front of you. You no longer spawn in to the scene right there. You're now spawning down at you're now spawning down at the docks.
Ooh, okay.
And so you have to go up to where Fingers is, and then across from Fingers is an elven house where you're going into that. You're grabbing the dagger from there. Then you're going to talk to Edvard, and then you're getting out of Dodge. You don't even have to talk to Fingers anymore. Does that make sense to you?
Gotcha. Makes sense to me, but yeah.
So, but I mean, you're really it's really confusing where it's like if you start talking about where you teleport into the scene, you didn't know that you no longer teleport into the Field of Corpses. Yeah, where Fingers is at. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome. Hey, wait, does that mean that Jack actually occasionally tests out new player experience stuff?
Well, apparently that means somebody did a re-roll here recently, so that he knows what's going on.
Don't know what you're talking about. Never did it. Wouldn't be prudent. Would not be prudent. Okay, so the Path of Courage. Bridget will now properly send Outlanders to harvest by directing them through the Sanctus Spine control point, and they include a one-time use teleporter guy in there, who is an ally of Bridget's. One time. for newbies because
Tight.
Sanctus Spine is a 5 skull area. You will die
Yes.
unless you know how to run.
Run
Like
like
me.
hell.
Use the free pass. Get to the other side of the
Once.
pass. That's
There you
right.
go.
In one
Once.
piece.
And then bind before you leave so that way you can just recall back after you visit Jack's teleports and recall vendors. Shameless self-promotion.
Ah,
I love this shit.
So the Solace Bridge outskirt, after a review of player feedback from the introduction of the outskirts, they blah blah blah. Much
They what?
requested polish and bug fixing to existing quests. Additionally, Fleda's fishing quest has been removed and instead will be replaced with a crafting-focused quest, where Cedric will task players with harvesting resources around the scene. Wait, isn't that something I mentioned a year and a half ago that they should be doing during tutorials? Who would have known that new user experience when we first started talking about Fatui was one of my soapboxes?
Well, how long ago did I propose a dozen different dances, with videos
Well,
as possible submissions?
Well, I mean, to their benefit, I mean, who really wants to watch Laz grinding up on somebody? Clipsy? Is that
Hey.
something you want to watch?
hell no.
Clipsy wants me grinding on top.
Are you sure? Oh, Clipsy bailed on us. Where did she go?
See? Ah,
Mom, do you want Led Zepp grinding up on you?
Only
No.
if he wears pants.
Only if he wears pants. Yeah.
beats the
See, we have issues. So, advanced skill training.
Yes.
Only normal adventuring trainers could unlock deck building free attack and utility hotbars for players. Starting in Release 42, players will now be able to unlock the full range of advanced techniques from master trainers as well. Yay. Crafting trainers. Why is this a crafting thing? Will now also grant the access to the utility hotbar, which is your non-combat bar.
Well, basically, I guess what they're saying is all trainers will grant that ability if you don't catch it the first time. So you don't have to go back looking for a specific trainer to learn it.
Yeah.
Of course, the question still lies: why do I have to learn how to unlock a combat or utility bar? But that's another question.
Well, then from there, it's like, hey, you know what? You need a new tutorial on how to use this bar. New tutorials! Yay!
Woohoo!
Because this is an advanced technique. Give me a friggin' tutorial. That I never got, so I've never experienced. So, out in Airy, the stables now have horses.
That's right.
Out
And
in
if
the
area's
Ardorus,
too full for you can come right up the road
Yeah.
to Snug Harbor at Journey's End, and I've got plenty of room for you.
where he will sell you some coconuts. Out in Ardorus sewers, new chambers have been added to the notorious sewers below Ardorus' cobbled streets. These
I'm
chambers.
looking forward to that.
Well, I really want the sewers to have at least one safe path. Just one safe path.
Safe paths.
One.
There's
For
sewers
newbies.
for crying out loud.
Well,
Come on.
how many times do you... It's like, how many bandits, elves are in there? There's not a single rat. I mean, I need my giant rats
Well, I agree. We need some
Giant
giant
rats
rats down in the sewers.
in
yeah.
the sewers. And the occasional alligator as well. and if you really
we've
want to mess
seen
with
an
people...
iteration of the large alligator. That could be the
Yes.
sewer alligator, definitely.
Sorbeck hangs
Vegetarian.
out in the... Yes, Sorbeck. And then we also need the silver serpent somewhere in the sewers as well.
Carrie. Come boinging on in.
Carrie said hi.
boink, boink, boink,
Boink, boink, boink, boink.
She came bouncing all the way across the way.
boink.
Well,
Boingy,
you have to
boingy,
remember, I'm not
boingy.
looking at that screen. So I didn't get to see the boingy, boingy, boingy. So out in Artifice, the doors have been unlocked. So go find out the truth. The Satyr guards will now appropriately talk and respond to conversation, and the Welcomer before the Gates of Artifice will guide Outlanders on a proper course of action if they are not yet ready to enter Artifice's halls. A small donation will always get you in there. Out in Blood Bay. Pay up, sucker. Send me your money. Out in Blood Bay, the ropes have become more precarious. Yeah. Oh, man. So, Release 42 has seen a number of the rope bridges on the backside of the island replaced with new trap bridges that will break on use.
Life wasn't tough enough out there to begin with.
You will be dying. So, out in central Brittany, like one or two things happened with the Oracle's temple, because you got to go visit the Oracle at some point in time, as well as the arrival of Spoony the Bard with "What's a paladin?" He will answer that.
He will answer that?
Yes, he will answer "What's a paladin?"
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, as only the way that Spoony can do it.
I must make a journey. It must be a quest that we should partake here.
Yeah.
Finally get the answer.
What's a paladin? In the city of paladins. Then harvest Esgard NPCs. Release 42 has brought those adventurer scenes. Etcetera's also got some stuff, including the Cotton Steel coffers. And they no longer require 500 gold pieces to pass to Xenos. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for that.
Janiford Joseph Sepp has taken further to the bottle, and his actions in Release 42 have been updated to match. You may now finding him wandering around with drinking-themed emotes. So if you want more swang and drunken emotes, you need to go talk to Joseph Sepp in Janiford. Out in Kiln, there's a word of warning to the Deco Divas that the world item props placed throughout the scene have now been updated to include thief or deco direct detection. Sticky Fingers will now provide negative virtue hits to stealing in this scene. And additionally, Ivar now creates a proper task quest when sending brave adventurers to face the threats of the Kiln Cistern.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Very, very interesting.
So, Led Zepp's going to be spending lots of time out in the southwest Blackblade Mountains because it now includes the all-important bidet.
There
are interactive
hours of enjoyment.
Interactive geyser jumps, aka Led Zepp's bidet, and the fumarole basins.
The geyser jump in the game yet? They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, the first one I did was out in Blood Bay, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
What are you saying yes to?
First one I did was out there as well, Blood Bay.
Okay.
Geyser jump. Yes.
And we definitely need the rodents of unusual size. And we need the fire swamp. And then from there, yes, we do need that satyr. Out in the Tenebrous Harbor, there's a bunch of dangerous plunderers have set up a camp deep within the scene, and they have added difficulty. These foes will provide additional challenge to those that are brave enough to confront them. So this is something that saddens me tremendously.
Saddens us.
Factions.
Animals
we
are
were
teaming up.
We were hoping that this was going to be some sanctioned factions to create more meaningful PvP in the game. Unfortunately, the factions here are related to animals. And all is not well among the swamp critters and the forest beasts, and they will now attack each other properly on site.
Nichols.
Now,
Yeah.
again, I don't get that one because I go into many a scene and
Well,
most of these critters are already actually fighting each other as they encounter each other.
I think there are some scenes where alligators and wolves would not attack each other, and so they finally updated that.
Free loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I love this
free
shit.
skins, free skins.
Yeah, well, that's free loot, man.
Well, 4 skins or 5 skins? I don't know.
There's something. Yeah, out in North Grunwald Barrens, a mysterious mountaintop ritual site has now gone dormant, taking with it the twisted dark magics that could previously be seen. Now you will find a circle of candles of untold origin and purpose. Well, weren't people farming certain things out in North Grunwald Barrens? Hey. Well, does it involve the naked dance party on the full moon? I mean, that's all I'm interested in.
We will have to find out the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Or we will have to start the naked dance party of the full moon. One of the
Dancing
two.
in the moonlight.
Absolutely,
Dancing
because
in the
I
moonlight.
am a fan of the Beast with Two Backs and the naked dance parties. Now,
Right along.
out in Novia, a number of visual improvements have been made to the overworld, including updates to the light, visual effects, and geometry of Blood Bay Island, visible from the Novian coast. Visual improvements. Sieges. They have applied tech to address lingering scene instancing issues for sieges. That should change where enemies spawn, respawn, trigger Kabbalists once catapult camps and engineers have been defeated, and entering the scene instances that were completely empty and flagged as completed without closing the scene.
They fixed them.
They fixed some sieges.
They supposedly work now. Yeah, they spawn properly.
They might work. We'll test it. Enemy spawners. Yep. If some scenes were missing
is
some.
one that
been
happened a
updated.
while back with Deep Ravenswood. Deep Ravenswood was one of the first areas to get this spawner.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to hear people's reactions going, whoa, I used to go out here and do this. What's going on out here?
It's like, why'd I just get spanked by this level 10 mob? Whoops. So,
Gonna be
oopsie.
interesting though. Looking
Oopsie.
forward to it.
So remember, those are going to be, especially for higher adventurers, that they will spawn. The red thorn flower spawners. This is if you've gone into the scenes that Laz will never be found in, other than on the QA server, the PvP scenes, which are great for farming resources. Now those big exotic plants have been replaced with vicious avatar-hungry spawn versions that attack on sight. Stopping to smell the flowers is ill-advised in the ruins and shardfalls of New Britannia. Unless you like loot.
It is.
Or if you like eating Laz. The Oracle confirmatories have been updated with shelves that are now updated with the appropriate props and books detailing the virtues. And this pleases the Oracle.
Now I gotta ask a question, and now correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there mention that they were gonna set the Oracle to tick every day at midnight instead of this 24-hour?
For the payment? For the
supposed to
welfare
be.
program? What are you talking about?
It's supposed to be something
Well,
like that.
I thought they said that they were gonna set it so at midnight, every day they would reset, so you didn't have to worry about what time of the day you visited the Oracle. Every day you can go once a day.
bug reported.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
haven't done the Oracle tribute thing.
I'm just trying
in a
to
long
get
time, so-
confirmation that I recall that properly. That's all.
Yes, you do recall that, but it was something sillier because the server time zone at the time was Eastern Standard Time.
Was on
So-
Eastern Time, which was
so-
yes, okay.
That'd be a lot
on
better.
It wasn't
It's
on
24
New
hour
Britannia
thing,
time.
sucks.
Yeah.
I haven't got my welfare payment for a week, man.
I haven't done the 500 gold in a very long time.
Right? It's because
You
that
didn't
24
fill out the
hour.
proper form, man. You got to go down to Exeter, down by the docks in the Rough District, and you got to go look for that guy and into that office and fill out the proper form to get that.
Social service officer. Okay, got it. Got the address.
You just need to
If
go
you
to
don't
Seder
answer the
Stinky Sewer
questions
Shop.
properly, you know.
I
they
know,
go
right?
denied.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving right along, we do have out in Virtus.
Ooh.
They did update some out-of-place walls, and they also relocated some NPCs. NPC buildings inside of player-owned towns have also been updated with some newer deco, as well as NPC buildings in normal towns. Bunch of scene fixes. Highvale Upskirt was delayed. Sequana Colossus was delayed. The Libris Ruins Unclone was delayed. Player towns and player housing, a bunch of them went in, some moved. Heavy armor decorations are now placeable. A bunch of other things that weren't set as placeable in Release 41 are now placeable in Release 42. Our mailboxes, extremely underwhelming currently, because,
Don't work. Don't work.
well,
Would you like to
Well-
show them what a mailbox looks like and where to find
Yes.
one?
that's what I was going to suggest.
Let's see how it
So
works.
there are two different mailboxes.
does
Let's
it?
go to the bank first, so that way
Yep.
we can discuss it.
Off
So
to the
there,
bank.
Field trip. Field trip.
the mailbox currently is in the Bank of All Towns. So if you go visit your local bank, and don't forget the NBN Studios is located right behind the bank inside of Owl's Head. So go to the upper Owl's Head, find the bank, and then go find Laz and Jack's studio. So you have Barry the Banker inside of here, and then you have this little bread box right over to the right of it on the wall that says mail. And the current iteration of the mailbox is going to be pretty much the same messages that you receive on login about sales or sales on vendors, and then also things on the public vendors that are expiring. And it will just redirect you to go visit the bank. And they have also updated Barry's dialogue to where if you want to actually open your bank, you need to click the bank and then do it, so it does start in dialogue mode. So you actually have to tell them vendor bank
There is
guards.
actually a setting for that.
Yeah,
that
but
you don't have to
I'm never going to do
dialogue.
that because some of those guys should be giving quests, and I can't open the bank door. Okay, now it finally opened. Okay, then there is also a player craftable version of Ye Olde Mailbox. And remember, we expect the full iteration and ability to mail other players in Release 43. So the mailbox that is player craftable has to be mounted on a wall, which means it must be inside of a house.
At least for now.
At least for now. I would like my mailbox to be at the front corner of my lot.
I was thinking they were going to give us a mailbox
Posts.
that, we
We need
could just
posts.
drop on the front of the lot and put near the stone.
Yes.
People could make deliveries. Now,
Absolutely.
that was one of those odd things on that wish list in the that we read the other day.
Well, yeah, and yes, we did kind of read it because on the QA server, the way that mail was, or the way that we knew mail was coming in was not exactly what anybody visualizes as mail. Right now, it's just a glorified notification system for your sales. But eventually, it will be a lot more interactive and actually have a lot better work. So, first iteration, they are working on it. expect more
First
good stuff.
Iteration.
Yes.
Stuff.
So, any comments from the Peanut Gallery?
Nope.
Negative?
They're all quiet, waiting for the rest of it, because there's a bunch more.
Okay, weapon deco and floor functionality. Now you can place things on the floor. We already talked about that. Inside of POTs, this is actually big news for
folks.
most everybody. Right when you port in or any of the entrance or exit points that are normally defined, you will now see a little sign that is a teleporter, and you can fast travel to other signposts within that same scene. So if you want to get down to the docks really quickly, or you want to get to one of the side exits, you can just click the teleporter.
You want to bounce to the other side of a player-owned town, click on the signpost, and you're off. You don't have to run all the way.
That is right.
Very interesting feature. Yeah, I can go to all the docks.
Yes, and for those of you that play in offline mode and you have purchased a player-owned town, or you have a player-owned town deed, it will function as a place anywhere deed in offline mode. So
any deed will play.
Yes.
Play that way, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Very nice.
There is an ornate keep moondial. Ornate moondials are making their way to the.
Very good.
Making their way to the add-on store. So from tabletop, small and portable, to normal sized, which are similar size to the existing moondials and the pledge rewards, to the ornate village-sized moondial, all the way up to the huge keep-sized moondial. Those are going to be available on the add-on store. And
also placeable in your POTs, so you don't
that is
need
correct.
a key slot to place it. Very, very good for player-owned town owners.
Which means I expect to see one very soon in the New Britannian market, so that way whenever I actually am playing around in Bowen Bloodgood's doing his astronomy class, I can go out there and look. And go, ooh, purdy.
Well, I can see one of those sitting smack in the middle, right in front of the Oracle, out in the market there. I can see Andronaut doing a nice job putting that bad boy out there.
I think he's going to have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Now, this is also good news for everybody. Players may now reshape their existing crafted chest containers to apply the appearance of a special crafting symbol on the chest. Cool. Each of these chests include a brightly emblazoned symbol of the intended crafting school applied. Yay!
How much is that going to cost?
Hey,
I will sell it to you for
give me that information.
Nice
we
low
don't want
price
you to have a heart attack before we're done.
$50
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You want to have a heart attack? Go look at the price of the ornate keep moondial. There's your heart attack.
Yeah. Ceiling mounted light decorations. Don't forget, if you have you can now place things on the ceiling for certain things, like the iron chandelier, which is a craftable recipe. Get them while they're cheap. The obsidian chandelier, which is available in the add-on store. The frosted glass chandelier, which is a craftable recipe. Or the geometric stained glass chandelier, which is going to be in the add-on store. Yay.
Looking good. Yeah. Looking good. Yeah.
And then there's also another bunch of standing/wall light decorations that are going to be new freestanding or mounted on the walls. That includes the stone street lamp, which is on the add-on store, which you can see one of those in Al's head. Those are the big lights out there. The rough wooden lamp post, which is craftable. The iron wall lamp is craftable. The pole torch is craftable. And a simple wooden stick torch is craftable.
Pole stick torch.
I know. Simple wooden stick
What do you do with that thing?
Why the name? Why not just wooden torch?
clarification.
Because they know somebody's
Simple.
got to interpret that.
Okay. Yeah. Sigils are now decorations, and you can get
Another cool
black and
addition
white
there.
versions in the add-on store. I
Wallpaper. What
kind
is
of
that?
like them. Yeah.
They're
Placeable
actually
wall and floor decorations.
floor and wall decoration. Yep.
Yeah. White or black. Magic movers in agriculture. We have some storing houses with agriculture planters will now stop reset growth of plants as long as they remain in storage. Damn. The royal orb can now be used on anybody's player vendors. Devotionals have become much more impressive with ambient, glowing, sparkly visual effects and updated sound effects and visual effects on use. And this, you might need a telescope in order to see, but POT devotionals have had their overworld visibility implemented into the game. Right now, it is a sparkle visible on the overworld map, so you need to know what you're looking for. Or pull out a telescope and look at your monitor.
You gotta look.
What am I looking for?
What? Huh?
That's true.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Mounted boss trophies have been
Boss
appropriately
trophies.
increased in size. I mean, you've got a trophy room for that picture, but I don't see the boss size trophies. That'd be really funny if, like, the dragon head took up the entire room. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah. This giant purple head, man. I love it.
Get a townhouse to display it.
You need to relieve the purple knob. And right below that, you need to be juggling some blue balls.
We can do that.
Yep. House fixes. A bunch of them had their stairs fixed. I'm sorry to say, but
Not in the middle of the house anymore, or what?
this is stuff I know that's been bug reported and claimed to have been fixed for over 2 years for some of these houses, especially like the Duke Benefactor house. Maybe they're
Low
fixed this
hanging
time.
fruit.
Maybe.
Low
Basement
priority.
fixes? Yeah.
Now, basement fixes is, of course, interesting.
Bottom
as well.
floor only decoration types?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. Lot deed raffle tickets are down to 10 of each. Not gonna buy them.
We're still doing that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, 10 each. What's the point of even participating?
There are
I mean,
20 lots
20
available
total.
this raffle.
What happened to the 500?
you mean the
They were
No,
giving away
actually,
to the first
check that. That looks, is that right?
what?
There's that just double 41, 42 back to back. Okay.
It was 41, then 42.
Yeah.
So
20
41 had,
lots.
yeah, 41 had 10 of each.
42
42 is
got
going
10
to
of each.
10
I
of
see
each.
that
It's
now.
yeah.
Can we just
You
buy
ready for the
lot?
fun stuff? Or are we going to save that for tomorrow since the time is up?
Moving right along. But new updated dynamic POTs, that fun stuff.
No, I'm just skipping that. I mean, it's like,
Well, yeah, the combat and game balance and all
yeah.
that good stuff.
you know what?
You know what?
It's
We're gonna
at
back
time.
that up because
It's
it's
at
past
time.
our time.
I
So
know,
yes, we
it's
will.
like, yeah.
We will hold the combat and game balance till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Myself.
You're going to have to give you a reason to
But-
stay around for tomorrow.
Well,
We'll
that,
test
and
it
of
out.
course, we'll give everybody a chance to play with the new combat and see what
Yes,
that
experiment
Yeah.
a little
But
bit
tomorrow-
before we provide some
Yeah.
commentary on it.
So
Yeah,
boxed out.
without making anyone biased on what we think or what we've experienced so far, we'll give everybody a day since,
One day.
Now, speaking of days, speaking of schedules, we got to talk next week. Next week's going to be a little different. We will get more into that tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for some updated information there. Of course, don't forget the telethon on Wednesday. But let's knock out a quick calendar for the boys and girls out there.
What? Calendar? You mean that thing that's available on the NBNN app if you download it at the appropriate store?
NBNN Soda app, that's right.
And it provides all the best links to everything, including nbnn.info, where you can click on the community calendar button. And don't forget, the community calendar is the love and work of Laz, aggregating all of the available public calendars that he knows about. And if you have a Google public calendar for your guild events and you want it included, you just need to email news@nbnn.info, and he will eventually do something with it. And all times on the community calendar are in Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. Today at noon and 6, or 12 and 6, around the clock, there are two idiots that interpret the news on WRFB.
Idiots, man.
Yeah, on a little show called Lunch with us.
Where you can get naked.
Yes.
Pants are completely optional. We stream from the waist up. At 4 p.m. this afternoon on AR, Golden Wings Going Country. At 7 p.m., you can always join Kaizen Phoenix Fire and Mahari for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights. Don't forget, you need to check out the new combat stuff. And while you're doing that, tune in your ether amplifiers to WRFB for the 70s at 7.
RFB.
And at 8 p.m., hello, nurse.
Hello, nurse.
Justin, taking over the airwaves for Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2. Why are you laughing? I didn't even say anything that's going to get me in trouble. Okay. At 10 p.m.
You get in trouble anyway.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it's like... That's because I have to see her next week, and I'm trying to keep the spankings to a minimum.
Yeah, you better be wearing your cup all next week. That's all I got to tell you.
Not going to happen. 10 p.m. on AR. Ember Flame is taking over the airwaves for Temper Tantrum T-Days, and the final event of the evening is going to be on WRFB.
WRFB.
Record Room.
Radio Free Britannia.
That is our community calendar for this May 25th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. That's right. All sorts of great stuff going on out there, and gotta love it. Again, a lot of interesting changes to the combat system, so we're going to cover those tomorrow and give everybody a chance to sit down and play with that and figure out what's going on there. Do we have Thex available real quick? Is he listening in on microphone? Yes, he is. Very good. Of course, want to get Thex up here for a minute, tell everybody about the contest that the Airy Fund has going on right now. Get that out to the boys and girls out there. So, Thex, you got a minute or so to let the world know what's going on with the Airy Fund.
Yep, we're currently running a contest on the forums for artwork submissions for our upcoming Community Cause project, which is a suicide prevention initiative that we're going to be running here through the month of June. We are accepting submissions, and the guidelines are in the forums for that. And winners, or the winner, will get a free t-shirt and a collectible poster with their artwork on it. And we'll be using that artwork then to create a lot of cool rewards and collectibles for people who choose to donate and support our cause next month. So everybody come take a look in the forums. If you're an artist or you know an artist who wants to get involved, please send them our way and take a look at the submissions we have currently posted there already.
Now, do you want to tell people about the cause, or?
Sure. And starting on June 1st, we're gonna start a campaign called Just One Life, and it's going to focus on suicide prevention for LGBTQ youth We're going to be working with the Trevor Project and giving them some fundraising and support, as well as creating awareness for the community. And that will be heavily involved with the Prism and some members of our community that we know and love on the show, who are very passionate about this issue. And we hope to bring that to everybody's attention and hope to have a fun and rewarding June as we do some good works through gaming.
Absolutely. And thank you very much. And of course, if you want to learn more, you can go out to the airyfund.org and get the updated information there. And of course, if you want to participate in the art contest, Dex, if you would just post a link for everybody in here so we can share that out.
We are accepting submissions through the 1st, so you got about a week to get them in.
Got another week. Very good. There we go. Thank you, Jack.
I was faster.
And
then I copied and pasted the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's the right one. That's
because
the
no. I had to edit the URL, and I pasted the wrong thing in my chat.
Gotcha. Gotcha. But yes, great stuff out there. Go check that out. All for a good cause, and of course, supporting things like this is a good thing overall. Again, just one life. One of the things we do help save one life, help somebody along the way. It's worth it. That's for sure. And of course, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors. I'm sorry, what was that?
I was going to say, and we're going to make it a lot of fun as we do it.
Yes, again, it's getting people active and doing. Again, what is the? I know I always butcher these things. That's why I don't do them myself.
Good works through gaming.
I know good works through gaming. Playing for a cause. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Playing for a cause. So don't think of it as a death penalty. Think of it as playing for a cause.
That's right, lad.
It works are dead.
All right. Of course, I'm going to remind everybody about, SodaCon Austin 2017, happening this October down in Austin, Texas. Go figure. SodaCon Austin 2017. If you want more information, go to sodaconaustin.org to get the latest information there. The dates are confirmed, and it's going to be a fun time down in Austin. Meanwhile, we're going to just say quick thanks to our sponsors out there, as of course the Airy Fund, we've already got mentioned in there, WRFB. You want to catch some great programming, you want to listen to us, you want to listen to the Deco Divas, you want to listen to Wake Up New Britannia, you can catch that all right here on WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Grimy Traders Auction House. You want to start your own auction? Go out to grimytraders.com and you too can start your own auction. Good folks over at BMC want you to come on down to Black Rock Cove and check out all the merchants they got down there for all your crafting needs. Located in the Quell region, right next to the Esseter Mines, for your mining convenience. The good folks over at Auchenshire and Markham Farms, located over at Dawn's Keep, just south of central Brittany, for your vegetables, ale, cotton, and more, with the store located on the Shroud Marketplace, also for your shopping convenience. Good friend Ben over at Relics by Rild, for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag, t-shirts, hats, patches, much, much more, beach towels, hoodies, you name it, Ben's got it. And if you want to save some money, use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyrill.com. Jacob White over at Soda Map. What else is there to say? He's in the game. Great stuff by Jacob White. But if you want to set your own markers and information points, register on sodamap.com and you can have your own custom map. And of course, last but not least, the good folks over at the marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs. Check.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. I've got this awesome news for you. Someone made a purchase, doesn't even play the game.
Doesn't even play the game.
I don't know. I don't know. I was told this by some vendors. They're like, tried to find the person in game and they don't exist. Emailed them, and then it comes out. It's like, I just liked the website and what was on it. It's like, what? Yeah,
Oh,
Shroud,
geez,
Shroud Marketplace,
too fun.
the place for anything Shroud of the Avatar related. From game gold to accounts. Don't forget, if you're looking for a full element account with all kinds of extras, you can find one on Shroud Marketplace. Or if you're looking for that mounted dragon head, or you're looking for a crap ton of game gold, anything game related, and that is Shroud of the Avatar related, can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace. If you're looking for accounts all the way to services, just like all kinds of things like Weddings and More by Laz, or if you're looking for Scrota's music service thing and you want a wandering bard following you for 5 hours, aka actually 1 hour, you can actually look at the services on Shroud Marketplace, or you can always find some teleports and recall scrolls from your buddy Jack.
All right. I just saw a little posting come out from Shroud of the Avatar there, so that means we've got some
new
updated
patch.
news
New patch.
someplace.
Yeah, new patch.
So with that, let's go ahead and thank the good boys and girls out there. We got to go ahead and get out of here. We will be back with you tomorrow. But of course, we thank you guys for joining us. We couldn't do this without you. We do this for you guys, and we love you guys. Some of you more than others, as you know.
Especially those that cheer on my channel. I love you a lot.
Uh-huh. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Till then, have a great day, everybody, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
I made some mac and cheese.
Oh, shows.
Sayonara. Donuts.
Bye.
Zip, get your finger out of there.
Combat tomorrow. For you. Hey. Patches.